Hello everybody, my name is Sirhc and welcome back to another episode of the Sirhcus, my single player Let's Play series. Just loading up this chicken farm with some eggs I got from just around the area, some of the local fauna. I think it's fauna, right? Is that the right one? Because it's flora and fauna, plants and the animals. Pretty sure, we'll go with that. This thing is slowly getting us chicken. Not very speedy. Not very speedy at all. It's not the best design. I think it looks like I might be living off of potatoes for a while, but that's fine. The potatoes are doing great. I still have tons of those. So since the last episode, I have been doing quite a bit of terraforming back here. Might look a little bit different. Must be a skelly in there. Wolves freaking out. Might look a little bit different, and I'm not quite done yet. So I quickly ran out of dirt. I dug this all down to this level. I don't know why. I thought that would be a good level, but then I decided I wanted to raise it. That's why those trees are floating at the moment. Wanted to raise it up one so that it wasn't flat all the way into the village here. I wanted a little bit of a height difference, and I might vary the terrain a little bit in here. Kind of, have like a little spot that's down a block or a little spot that's up a block over there or something. But for now, I just want to get it flat. Like I said, I quickly ran out of dirt. And so I started getting dirt from the riverbed, the future riverbed. I started digging. Look at that, right there. Quite a bit of work over here by the town. Started digging right from this pond. I still have a lot of terraforming to do over in that corner. And then I have my potato farm in the way. So just got it all started here, and I have this dug out basically to the lake that's behind this hill. There's still some terraforming to do, and when I actually fill this up with water, I'll have to mix in some different blocks. I need to change this a bit, maybe. I'll probably need to build up the land a little bit. I do want to raise the water level here, I think up 2 blocks. I think the shore will be up here. So this river or this lake will be a lot bigger and it'll be deeper. And that will help our elevation changes. We'll be able to keep the water a little bit higher over there, and we'll be able to kind of drop it down in different spots until we get to, I think this is basically sea level here. Eventually we will have to get down to that level once we get past here. But as you can see, I just kept digging, getting all the dirt I could. Obviously, like I said, lots of work here, lots of stone in the way, but that wasn't my focus. I just needed a place to get resources, to get the dirt that I needed. So I dug this all the way out and down to this little body of water here, which is pretty close to, I changed up the river a little bit. Originally, I was going to have it come through here, connect to this river, and then it went through a windy path all the way to the ocean. I found a quicker path though. If we head off this way, there actually is a river biome, a river that isn't a very good river, but it goes through here and it goes all the way to the ocean in a very nice spot. So there's still lots of digging through there that needs to be done. This river is all like elevated. Didn't generate very well, but eventually this leads to this place, which might look familiar. I've talked about it several times. Eventually we'll actually come out and here and build, but this is where I want to have our first big city, right here. Our zombie tower is right behind that mountain there. So this river will go right to the big city and then out to that ocean over there. So that should work out really nicely. I didn't get as far as I wanted to, though, on this terraforming project because I was distracted while I was digging and my shovel broke. Oh, it was so awful. So I didn't get to finish off terraforming this. I'll have to go make a new shovel. But for now, I just want to get started on actually working on this. Today's episode, I want to get a lot of work done here on the tree farm portion of our logging town of Le Quin. And we're going to start off with this. This is our sawmill. I went and looked up some images of like actual sawmills, and this is my interpretation, I guess, of one. That should work pretty well here in this village. And while we're working on this, I wanted to talk about my Patreon. If you didn't know, which is very possible since I almost never plug it, I do have a Patreon. I've had one for about 6 months so far. And the reason why I want to talk about it now is because I want to redo the goals. I'm doing some updates to it, and I want to actually follow through on some stuff. So far, I haven't been the best Patreon creator or user. So I want to get into it a bit more and hopefully make it a better deal for those of you who would like to support. So I redid some goals. The first main thing that I did was I have a Discord server for Patreons. It used to be a $5 reward. I have lowered it to a $1 reward because I want to get some people into a Discord, some of you viewers into a Discord together so that we can just chat and open up a dialogue. I think that would be a lot of fun. It's something that I've wanted for a while, but I think at the $5 tier, it just wasn't necessarily as accessible to most people, and people still might think that it's not worth it, and that's perfectly okay. I'm not begging you to support the channel or anything. It's not something that is required. One thing about the Patreon is that it's really not going to affect the channel any. I'm still going to be releasing content for free, available to everyone. There isn't going to be any paywalls or anything, because that's how I want to run the thing. The point of my Patreon is just, if you enjoy my content and would like to support me, you have a little bit of extra cash laying around, I suppose, then that is great, and you are welcome to do so, and that is lovely, because I do put a lot of work into this whole YouTube thing. I mean, I enjoy it. I love it. And it's not something that I expect to get paid to do, but if I could be if I could get compensated, I guess, make a little compensation for all the work that I put in, that would be lovely. That would be awesome. So anyways, I lowered the Discord reward to $1. So if you have a spare dollar per month to donate, or I don't want to say donate, but to help support the channel on Patreon, that would be awesome, and I'd love to see you in the Discord and talk to you. Also, for anyone who ever donates, even if you not donates, supports, don't use the word donate. Stop using that word. To anyone who would like to support, even just for a month, let's see, how does this go? I will be making some sort of monument here on this world, and I will put your name somewhere in this world. That's one thing that I've been really bad at following up on so far, and I feel really bad about it. It's something that I've mentioned a long time ago, and so far we haven't done anything. And also, I wanted to kind of just bring up what the plan is at this point. The best idea that I've gotten so far from our buddy Kamikaze is to make a Patreon Grove, which means I will make a grove kind of near spawn of trees, and I'm just gonna make some custom trees, and each tree I'll make a custom tree for each Patreon who donates at least $1, which is the lowest amount. So anyone who ever not donates, I keep saying donates, anyone who supports the channel at all, even just with $1, even just for 1 month, will get their own tree in the Patreon Grove. That is the plan right now. If you have any other suggestions, something different I could maybe do that you think would be better, let me know. But that is the best idea that I have going at the moment. And part of what's been holding that back is actually, it's this tree farm. I wanted to get this tree farm done because then I would have a centralized place to get all of the wood and the leaves that I need. So kind of the plan was to, once I get this tree farm done, then I can go and start working on that. So very soon, in the next couple episodes, I do want to get started on that. And I'm counting on you guys to hold me to that. If I don't get working on it, call me out on it, because it needs to get done. We need to give our thanks to those who have already supported already. There are 4 people who have supported on Patreon since I opened it up, and that is awesome. So I need to get their names somewhere. Another change I've made to the rewards is I used to have in there for $10 you would get a special thanks and a shout out in a video. But I never really specified what that meant. And honestly, I didn't entirely know what that meant. So there has been someone who's supported with $20. And I mean, I gave them a shout out in a video, DexJam. I'll say it again because he actually is still supporting and is awesome. He's the real MVP. But I've lowered that to $5, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, in my little outro end card, I'm gonna start putting up names for anyone who supports with $5 or more. I'm gonna put your name in the outro so that you guys people know who the real MVPs are, who are helping support the channel. I think that is a good way to do it. I hope that will suffice. So that's a new $5 reward. I've also added a new $10 reward, kind of a special way to say thank you to those of you who support that much. One thing with this world is we have a lot of like villages, little towns, and that's great and all, but I would love to go out and populate the world with little houses, just kind of out disconnected from everything else, just kind of speckle them around the world. I think that's a pretty neat idea. And my idea is if you support with $10 or more, I will build you a custom house, basically. Like I'll try and get your input on what kind of house you want and where you would like it. But I think that would be a pretty fun idea and kind of a way to take a break from all of these like large village city projects as well in the series. So that is a new reward for at the $10 level. That all these rewards are kind of subject to change depending on how this whole thing goes. I mean, I don't think we'll get a lot of people supporting at that level. But obviously if we do, that could become an issue with, having like a backlog of houses that need to be built and kind of taking our time away from doing other things in this series. But we'll kind of just play it by ear and see how it goes. Right now, I think that that's a good level to put that reward on. So if you want to have your own house here on this world, that's how you do it. I think that's a pretty cool idea. And then also, I have a $20 reward that will get you an invitation to a Patreon only Minecraft server, and that I don't really have a lot of plans for. First of all, we actually need to meet the goal for that, which I believe is like a $200 total goal. I have it set at, just because it is going to be a lot of kind of logistics to set that up and to run it. So I don't want to really do it until we get enough people who want to do it, who want to be on a server. So that's something in the future. And if we do actually get that started, that's something that like I would probably change. I'd probably lower the reward level for that once it gets set up. But yeah, a lot of these things is just I'm not exactly sure how it's going to go. I'm not sure how people are going to support, if they support at all. So a lot of it is just kind of playing it by ear and seeing how it goes. But those are the new updated Patreon goals. You can go over to, I think it's patreon.com/theSirhc to check it out. There's always a link in the description, so you can click that and head on over there. But yeah, I hope to see you guys at least on the Discord server, and I'm excited to finally get going on like the Patreon Grove and putting some work into that. So here we have the beginnings of our sawmill. As I said, I looked up some images of sawmills online, and the main thing that I saw was they were usually like long sheds, and they were often like open on the bottom. I'm assuming because, you know, there's lots of dust that's being made by cutting up those logs into lumber. So I'm sure that kind of just helps with ventilation and cleaning out that dust. And one thing that I saw a lot too was there was often conveyor belts. These things were built, by water, by rivers, because they would transport the logs by river from wherever they were chopping them down, and then there'd be like a conveyor belt going into the end of it, picking up logs from out of the river and putting them into the sawmill. Obviously here we're going to be chopping down trees right here. We're not really transporting them by river, so we're not going to have the conveyor belt, but I think I am going to have some logs kind of lined up out here, sort of like ready to get pulled into the sawmill over here. And also the ground height here is going to be raised up one level. That's why these blocks are here. This is going to be the ground level here, and then we'll have it open on the sides. It'll still be covered up top. Maybe I'll open this up a little bit on this side, but I want to keep it kind of covered. Obviously we need a roof to keep like the rain off, and cover it up on the top a little bit to, again, just sort of protect it from the weather outside. So we'll have, I think we'll have this kind of open like that. Maybe put some stairs or something to make that a little bit smoother. But that should look pretty neat. And then, so the actual like sawmill part will be like here. And then I don't really know what's going to go in the rest of the area, but I do want to have like a tower as well going up right in the middle. Our front entrance is going to be over on this side. So there'll just be like a little bit of a tower sticking up right where all of these different sections meet up in that middle part. Okay, this took a little bit longer than expected, but I did a bunch of terraforming here. I think I got this looking pretty nice and at the right height that I want. And I got the fence, the future fence all marked out, and all the inner fences dividing the different types of trees. And I have coarse dirt laid out for where I want the trees to be, and that will make it just easier to place down trees after I farm them. So let's grab some of these saplings, and we can put some of these out. I need to actually grow some oak. I think I'm gonna need some oak wood for the fences. What am I missing here? I'm missing one. Jungle. Where's the jungle? Right there. Jungle. All right. So we are going to have, let's see. Let's grab the spruce here. That's not spruce. I actually do need the acacia over here. We're going to have the spruce trees right here in this area. I think it would look pretty nice here because it's kind of tucked into the hill there. So you have the tall trees plus the tall land. Over here we're gonna do acacia, and then jungle is gonna go right here. So we'll put some of these down. Hopefully I can get enough saplings. That's all the saplings I have right now. Yeah, the jungle's gonna be back here. Again, it's kind of tucked against the hill. Also, I think these two are kind of the most foreign trees to this area, and so I wanted them to sort of be in the back and not taking up too much of the view. So then we'll have, that's there, the spruce already growing, very nice. Then we'll have the dark oak right here, kind of in the middle. Very good. And then over here, I think we're gonna have oak on this spot, and the birch is gonna go back here. Again, birch, I'm not a big fan of. I might, let's see. Let's kind of change this a little bit. I don't want it to be right on the edge of a hill. Maybe same as this one. Should we maybe build this part out? Get some interesting, make this look a little bit more interesting. Cut some of this back. There we go. All right, so yeah, our birch is gonna be back here. And again, not really the best looking wood, and so I put it in the back. Try and hide it behind all the other ones. So there's our trees growing. Getting some of them already. Very good. I like it. And I've also been working on the sawmill here. I got the tower in place and the roof all done. So the exterior is pretty much done, except for all the details that I need to do all around here as well. And I think the plan is we're gonna have some logs. I think I said this already. I feel like I even showed it. But we're gonna have some logs kind of lined up over here. This might be a little bit weird with this. Maybe I'll put like a ramp here. That would actually look kind of cool. Just put, I mean, nothing too fancy. Just put some cobble down to make like a cobble ramp. In fact, I have some cobble slabs, and it doesn't need to be a real like perfect, pristine looking ramp. Just something kind of thrown together almost. And then we need. That is not what's going on here. Shovel. Put some cobble down here as well. I don't know, something like that. Ramp going up into here. So we'll have some logs kind of laying here, ready to go into the sawmill. Dang it! I need the other tools, not the ones that are on me. Do something like that. Have some logs. You know, they're just sort of staged here almost to go in there. And then I think I might make a big saw blade. I think that would look pretty cool. Just a big saw blade here in the middle. And over here, I am going to put my wood storage in here. I thought about doing it outside. I do want to have piles of all the different types of logs. So again, we'll just have, you know, piles kind of in here. I'll have to go get some minecart rails, which, you know, I don't have a ton of iron to make those. I could probably scrape together some iron, but another thing I could do is in the mesa, there's some above ground abandoned mine shafts, and I think I've actually found a couple of those. I could go there and harvest the rails from those. So yeah, I'll have like piles of logs, kind of like that, all the different kinds, maybe even piles of planks as well. Have let's see, they kind of go that way, so have them sort of lined up here. Some planks, I don't know, something like that. Maybe even put some slabs there to make it look a little bit more interesting. I don't think I have any slabs on me, though I suppose I could make them, but my inventory is very full, so maybe that's not the best idea. I'm going to put some of these saplings away at the moment. But that's some of the ideas that I'm working with. Like I said, this is going to be the lumber yard, so I want lumber and logs to be just stacked and stored out here. And I was thinking about hiding chests, like maybe underneath the logs or something, although I guess you wouldn't be able to have it directly underneath. But I think I'm just going to have all my storage kind of in one spot somewhere in here in the sawmill. And that would be good. And that would be like my main place for wood storage and saplings and all that stuff. So the next big thing I need to do here is we need to make some walls, and I think I have a pretty good idea of what to do there. Let's see, did I use spruce or dark oak? I don't really remember. My idea is we're gonna make kind of just an amorphous wall, going something like this. I guess I'll just kind of follow what I have already. That should be fine. Maybe make this a little bit more windy. Maybe bring this out a little bit. Something along these lines. And then I'm gonna go in here randomly and take out some blocks. That's not too random. Random's always hard. So let's see, I don't remember exactly which blocks I took out. I think I took out that one. And I'm gonna take out some of these cobble blocks. I'm gonna put in some fences here. So we'll take that one out. We'll just do that for now. And then I think on top of the cobble blocks, we're gonna put some walls. Raise it up a little bit. And then on top of the walls, we're gonna put some fences like this. And I can't remember if I had, do I like the spruce or do I like the dark oak? I think I like the dark oak. And I think we're gonna use the spruce, although maybe, yeah, we'll use the dark oak here. I like the darker color. It looks pretty nice. So we'll just do something like that. And then for areas like this, I think I'm gonna go in and put some stairs. Oop, that needs a thing there. Put some stairs going like this. And like that, whoops. To kind of connect the wall. And yeah, that should be good. And we'll just have a wall like that. Very rugged, put together. Maybe mix in some stone brick. I'm not sure if I like all of the cobble. Although I think if I go and put in like mossy cobble, I think that will look pretty nice. Which I want to mix in some mossy cobble around here in these houses as well. So that will sort of tie in. I think that will kind of break up this cobble here. But yeah, something like that. I really like that. And then around here, I think I haven't tried this out, but I think I want to do something similar. Actually, I should have just left those there. So let's just make a wall here and go like that and like that, I guess. There, do something like that. Let's go back. And then I think we'll have, I kind of want to do something similar, but instead of cobble and cobble walls, we'll do logs and planks. So I have some logs mixed in here. And then on top I'm not entirely sure. We could do, I don't have any stairs. I was thinking maybe stairs on top. I'm thinking fences, at least on these. And then maybe some spruce stairs. Yeah, I think we'll do something like that. And I tried it out with dark oak and spruce. I think I like the dark oak better just because it adds some nice variation to it. And then I put some slabs kind of in random spots along the bottom. So I really like the way that looks. Kind of just a rundown wall to go around. And again, that will, hopefully, it should protect us from any mobs if we're in here. I'm going to go through and light all of this up eventually. Get a bunch of jack-lanterns and probably just put them 2 blocks down with a leaf on top. I think that would look pretty good around here. And yeah, I think that'll work. So a lot of work yet to do here, but some of the ideas are in place and I think it's coming along. And now I can see some of the trees there. Very nice. Very nice. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed another episode of The Sirhcus. If you'd like, you can check me out on Patreon, patreon.com/thesirhcus. Link down in the description, and we'll see you later. Bye, peoples.